is enough said.
Happy Wednesday, Heat Nation. Your boy Ernest here. Back with another Miami Heat Talk video. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. Don't forget to support the channel. Smash that like button and do not forget to subscribe. Now, please join me as we go on another Miami Heat Talk adventure. Just a reminder, you guys, this Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I am doing a live episode. We are doing a free jersey giveaway to celebrate me being monetized again and hitting 7,000 subscribers. We're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be for 1 hour, Saturday, December 6th, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you tune in. Now, the Miami Heat do have a game tonight, guys, against the Dallas Mavericks. Currently, the Heat sit as the third seed in the Eastern Conference. We are literally half a game from the second seed Toronto Raptors, which sucks, man, because Portland had the game last night. Had Portland defeated Toronto, Miami would have been the second seed, but hey, it is what it is. We fight. We continue our grind to get spot number 2. It's like I said this offseason. If we get top 6, that's a successful season. But we could contend for a top 4 spot, and the Heat are proving me right. You got to grind, man. You got to run this fast-paced offense down Dallas's throat. Cooper Flag's a beast. Anthony Davis had a monster game the other day. You got to hold those dudes down, because any given game, you guys, any team can win. So the Heat need to scrap, treat it as a game 7. Like I mentioned, every game is a must-win game when you play in the Eastern Conference and you're trying to contend. But getting to the topic of the episode, you guys, that's another thing I wanted to talk about with y'all today. I posted a video yesterday. Actually, I gave you guys 2 videos because, I like to spoil y'all. But in one of the videos, we talked about the potential of the Miami Heat trading for Daniel Gafford. Now, there's no rumors on that. There's nothing that came up. It's just a trade idea that I had in mind, because I feel that the Miami Heat needs to bolster up their front court. Having only Bam and Kel'el Ware, it's great, but we saw that when Bam got injured, rebounding became a big issue. So if you lose one of those guys for a few games, it's going to bite us in the ass when it comes to the rebounding. So I would like the Miami Heat to get another big. Now, whether that's Nikola Vucevic, whether that's Daniel Gafford, if they're able to pick up somebody in the buyout market, cool. But the trade deadline's in February, and the Miami Heat can make an upgrade. And there was a whopper report that came out yesterday, you guys. So Giannis Antetokounmpo removed pretty much everything that was Milwaukee Bucks related on his social media, except for his 2021 NBA championship picture. Obviously, he's not going to remove that one because it shows that he's a champion, but obviously it's sparking up some trade rumors. And as we know, the Milwaukee Bucks not doing so hot this season. They started okay. Currently, right now, they hold a 9-13 record, losing 8 out of their last 10 games. They are 1-5 without Giannis this year, 9-8 when he plays. So when he plays, they're a 500 team. Without him, they're trash. Giannis doesn't play a full 82-game season. We know that. With Giannis, he likes to make sure that his team is good enough to contend when he's missing these games. So far this season, you guys, he's having his normal MVP caliber type of year. He's played 16 games so far at 31 minutes a game, averaging 30.6 points a game, 10.7 rebounds, 6.4 assists, 64% from the field. He's averaging 43% from the three-point line. I mean, he's only taking 1.5 attempts per game, but, not bad. And, he's trashing the free throw line at 63%. So, the gist of what's going on, you guys, just to give you guys some key points. He changed his profile imagery to the Greek national team uniform and left up only posts related to championships with Milwaukee. We've seen Giannis do shit like this before. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Whenever they're contending and things are going good, he loves the team, he's with them, but whenever they start doing bad, he removes them from social media. He starts giving them hints that he could leave. Giannis has said before, after the 2021 championship win, when they were not doing so great, I believe this was like in the 2023 offseason after they got dropped by Miami, that he has no problem going to another team. He's previously stated his desire to consistently compete for championships. And like I mentioned, this isn't the first time he's done this with Milwaukee. You know, back in 2020, when they were just floundering, losing in the second round of the playoffs, he did the same thing. And then they ended up they ended up getting Drew Holiday. And then that's what made Giannis sign that extension. You know, there was a lot of talks this offseason when they cut Damian Lillard, when they waived and stretched him. Damian Lillard tore his Achilles in the playoffs. And instead of buying him out, they waived and stretched him. And for a lot of people that were not understanding what that meant, people were like, no, he's only going to be with Milwaukee for 2 years. No. Milwaukee waived and stretched Damian Lillard for 5 years, taking his $113 million contract and spreading it over the next 5 years, which means $22.6 million is deducted from the Milwaukee Bucks' salary cap every season for the next 5 years, which makes it very difficult for them to contend when a chunk of their salary cap is going to a guy that's in the Portland Trail Blazers. Then they signed Miles Turner for 4 years, trying to appease Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis went into the season saying that he's going to see what this team does for the first quarter of the season, and then he's going to basically decide what he wants to do. Well, in the first quarter of the season, they're the 11th seed, not even in the play-in tournament. Can't call them to contenders. So most likely Giannis is going to want out. Now, here's the thing. The Miami Heat could contend for a Giannis trade package. They could. Because with Milwaukee, they're going to want a few things. They're going to want maybe a young asset. They're going to want expiring contracts, multiple draft capital. The Heat could give them all that. Here's the only problem, though. This trade would have been way better in the offseason. Because in the offseason, you have a little more flexibility. Right now, teams are locked. They're locked with 15-man rosters. Miami had 14 players. Like, you're pretty much locked in your salary cap. And another thing that's going to pose a problem, both teams are currently first apron teams. They're hard capped in the first apron. Now, they're not second apron teams, but when it comes to making a trade, it makes it a little more difficult. Numbers have to match. You can't send out way more money than you're taking back when you're a first apron team. You definitely can't do that as a first apron team. You have to match the numbers exact. So being a first apron team, it does give Miami and Milwaukee a little bit of flexibility, but not so much. Normally in the offseason for a trade for Giannis, you could do like 2 players, a couple young assets, first round draft picks, because you have a little flexibility in the salary cap. But now that things are a little more locked, it's going to put Milwaukee at a pretty difficult situation. But if Giannis wants out, they're going to have to trade him. They're going to have to. And the way that they're playing, it's better that they just let him go. Now they don't hold their draft capital until 2030, so they're kind of screwed right now. So I don't think Milwaukee will want to trade Giannis simply because they just have no choice but to try to contend. But if he wants out, he wants out. We know that superstars, they usually get their way unless your name is Damian Lillard and you want to go to the Miami Heat, but usually superstars get their way. Now, I started playing with the NBA trade machine, you guys, and not a lot of things are going to work. You know, if you're trading for Giannis who's making $54 million this year, and the fact that Milwaukee and Miami is a first apron team, they're going to have to match that salary, not exact, but you can go a few $1,000,000 up or lower. So I tried playing with the trade machine. I tried, because this is going to be a trade that's going to be centered around Tyler Herro. We know that, guys. And for those people that are going to run into the comments and saying, oh my God, you guys hate Tyler. You always want to trade Tyler. No. I mentioned it in my video yesterday for the Daniel Gafford trade, that I think that trading for Daniel Gafford is the smart move. Making a small trade is going to make this team a lot better. I don't want to trade Tyler. I love this team the way it is. But let's be honest, guys. This is a contending team in the East. This team is not going to contend for a championship this season. I don't think this team can beat a lot of teams in the West. Teams like Oklahoma, Denver, Houston, LA, oh my God, I'm brain farting with some others, man. But, the top teams in the West, guys, like I don't know. One of you guys are going to mention another team in the comments. Actually, I have the standings right here in front of me. Yeah, the Thunders, the Lakers, the Spurs. The Spurs. I mean, that's another one with Wemby. So you're going to have to try to get something to combat that. You're going to try to make a move to compete with some of these teams in the West. And we saw how great this Miami Heat team was without Tyler Herro, scoring over 140 points 4 different times without Tyler Herro. As much as I love Tyler, and I think Tyler's becoming a great fit on this roster, and this team is good. I'm going to say it again. This team is good. This team can contend in the East. They can shock the world and go to the Eastern Conference Finals. They can even maybe get to the NBA Finals. But can we really say that this team can beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in an NBA Finals 7-game series? I mean, sure, I'll be confident, but let's be honest, guys. But if you're able to trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo, that's going to put you in that conversation. Now, another reason why Tyler is the obvious choice is because he's from Milwaukee. So Milwaukee could look at it as hey, we're going to retool and rebuild around this guy. He's going to be an all-star piece, a possible all-NBA level talent. He's from here. It makes a lot of sense. But you cannot do Tyler Herro and Nikola Jovic with draft picks for Giannis. That's not going to make it work. That's not. Miami's going to be taking back too much money. It's going to hit them in the cap. They can't do that. It won't be allowed. So the only trade that I started doing that works is Tyler Herro, Andrew Wiggins, multiple first-round draft picks. You can send 2 to 3 future first-round draft picks. It's Giannis, guys. He's 30 years old. You know that you're going to get maybe 4 to 5 years left of prime Giannis, especially if he takes care of himself. Now, you do have the injury situation with Giannis. He doesn't always play a full 82 games. But he's usually there for about 60 to 70 games. Not amazing, but not bad either. So Heat Nation, I want to hear from you. Giannis Antetokounmpo for Tyler Herro, Andrew Wiggins, and draft picks. Would you do it? You'll have a starting lineup of Bam Adebayo, Giannis, Jaime Jaquez, Norman Powell, Davion Mitchell. That's a pretty sick starting lineup, guys. And you know what this is going to do. Yeah, if you trade Tyler and Wiggins, it's going to suck. But we've seen a lot of players step up when they're given quality minutes. You're going to see, you see guys like Pelo Larson, Drew Smith. Simone Fontecchio is going to be able to step up. Kel'el Ware is going to be the diamond coming off the bench. He's going to be the new 6-man. You're going to be able to allow Nikola Jovic to get some more time, to be creative off the bench. Now, with Jaime starting, Jovic can play his point forward position off the bench. So I want to hear from you, Heat Nation. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Don't forget to support the channel. Like, share, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for the support. And until next time, your boy Ernest out. And that is enough said.